receive a $20,000 cash bonus, which means the bottom gets ready. And I believe there's a special recognition for the people that know and love you the most right here in this market.
Yes, sir. Well, you can stand right there, sir. Okay. All we're gonna say is don't be nervous. Just wait for folks to work their way up. Mr. Malloy, we certainly take this moment of time and congratulate you. This is, as you know, the market leaders here in the area. But on behalf of the whole room, we'd like to congratulate you on your new recognition of Platinum World Council member. And congratulations to you, sir, because we know you got a lot more success to come because you're just getting started. So on behalf of your new recognition, we'd like to present you with this. Salt Lake City. So, but there are some tears in there, no doubt about it. But it was so dusty there. But I want to thank you all and thank everyone for this. I got to tell you, it was interesting. Of course, everyone wants to be Platinum World Council. And I wanted to be Platinum World Council, and I'll be honest with you guys, I got comfortable, and qualifying silver and gold, the money was pretty good. And after a few years of working the business, I just got comfortable, and I said, I don't really want to work hard, I just want to keep making money. And some life events happened, some things happened in my life, and it forced me to look at this business and take it real seriously. And then, quite frankly, if you don't mind me being real transparent, as you can probably expect that from me already, our CEO challenged me, and he did it from two angles. And if he doesn't mind me sharing this, please.
He did it from two. I didn't know his mic was on. Yeah. I was like, God. He actually motivated me from two angles. The first angle was when a few years back, I was a gold executive director, and Mr. Bell had invited those folks who were gold executive directors and who had qualified in and out of platinum to come to a special meeting with the board of directors. And it was a dinner event, and I was honored to be there. And then that was one conference. Then the next conference, Mr. Bell invited me, his assistant called me and said, Mr. Bell would like to meet with you in his suite, just about 15 minutes to talk to you about your goals. I said, Mr. Bell wanted to speak with me? And we sat down and he said, Cliff, you remember this meeting? What can I do to help you get to platinum? What can I do? And I basically said, well, I'm working. I'm really giving it a try. And maybe that just didn't do it for me. And then at the next conference, he didn't talk to me directly, but he had a meeting, as he does at every conference, at every major convention, with the Platinum World Council. And after that meeting later in the afternoon, a couple of Platinum World Council members came up to me and said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Huh?" He said, did you have a conversation with Jeff? I mean, are you guys on good terms? I said, I guess. He said, well, Jeff said, you weren't ready. I said, I wasn't ready for what? He said, you're not ready to be platinum. Let's move on to somebody else. And I said, he said what? And I didn't say anything to anybody, but on the inside, and I did share this with a couple of the team, right? Some of the team members, right? Fred, Mr. Dixon, I shared this with a couple of folks I talk to on a regular basis several times a day. And Mr. Bell had no way of knowing, but that motivated. If you want me to do something, tell me I can't do it. Is that right? And from that point, I got fired up. And I really went on a quest to be an executive director. I recruited some legs. I was working with some legs. And then I got to tell you guys, sometimes, you know, you could work as hard, but fate sometimes steps in during the work. Does that make sense, guys? But I was putting the work in, and then fate, basically, I guess, the universe saw how hard I was working and said, let me give you a little assistance. Is that right? Isn't that how it works? And along comes a gentleman that I hadn't seen for 24 years. I met him for the first time from the time that I met him the second time. I met him 24 years ago, once, 24 years ago. And then we saw each other again 24 years later. And he joined the business, and he went executive director in 11 days. And check this out. He hasn't missed qualifying executive director in 14 months now. 14 consecutive months from month one. Right? So sometimes we say fast don't last. Well, if you do it right the first time, it will last. Does that make sense, guys? And that gentleman was Mr. Owen Barrett. Where's Mr. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited for the marketplace. I'm excited for everyone that I have the opportunity to work with on a regular basis, which is everybody that's in this room. Love you all. Let's take it to the next level. Appreciate you all.